All right, you guys ready?
Wait, we're you to be unbiased.
Hey, everybody.
What's going on?
Gather around because we're making
I just want to get in the mood.
Oh,
This is
hell yeah.
I can't hear myself very well.
40 hit creation.
Teensy. There we go. It's a little better.
40 hit creation. Yeah.
I love this song.
Playing on your radio station, yeah.
Are you going to do the rest of the album?
Oh, we're gonna do a full album.
No, just of this band.
Oh,
Yeah.
just
I
of
want
band?
this band's full album.
need to finish the song.
The
B-sides.
Speaking Dome.
I want the EP. I want the singles.
Yeah, we'll do
I
the
want to
full
be
album.
on the remix. I felt like I got cut off the original.
Yeah.
And I don't appreciate that.
Actually, you were in the room when I made it.
yeah,
And
and
you
I
were like,
said,
yeah,
let
just,
me lay down
no,
a track. You said, no, we don't
Oh,
have
well,
time.
sorry. I already
Don't
just
mess with
nailed it.
perfection.
Yeah.
I feel like I could really
Chubbies
contribute.
top 40 hit creation. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, you guys
we do
ready?
it?
You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Having fun, the sun. Life's too short. Yeah, life's too short for pants.
Oh, yes! Life is too short for pants, but it's just long enough for the Chubbies podcast, the greatest single podcast that you have ever been listening to right now. Taped Friday at 5 p.m., delivered Monday morning so you can sense what happiness feels like when you're so very far away from it. I am your host, Joey Avery, and we have a great show for you today. Phil, tell them how the show's going to be.
So today's run of show is going to be particularly interesting because what we're going to do.
Do you know the run of show?
I would have loved to see
That'd been
you
great.
just go on
One,
that.
You gotta
course
let him
I
go
do.
one
You
of these
guys-
times.
He
Yeah.
did that the other day, and I had nothing.
Yeah,
funny.
it was a
We
concern.
gotta switch that joke up. I feel like we've been doing it too much.
First of all, it's not a joke. I'm trying to co-host,
Okay,
and he
well,
keeps being
finish-
an asshole.
Finish the
We
run of
really do
show.
have a great show for you today. We're going to do a bad monologue. Our millennial zone today is March Madness style emoji bracket, huh?
Very
It'll
millennial.
be
That's
fun.
the
That's pretty
millennial zone.
happy-faced
I was wondering what
poop
this was for.
smile 100. We have two actual very businessy segments. We have a What Would You Say You Do Here where we dissect startup names, a Work Speak Translator, and we're going to do a little sports time with non-fans.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're going to take the Wonderlick test and
Delicious.
go over some weird combine questions. But I do want to introduce our lovely panel today. And in fact, on topic of the show, I've given you both startup names.
Oh, sweet.
So when I introduce you, you'll tell me what the startup does.
This is
Yes.
basically the MBA of podcasts.
That's
now.
right,
This
yeah.
is this week.
The MBA and the NBA.
Oh
it's
my
the
God.
NBA of MBAs.
The
I think.
NBA.
Yes, the NBA. The M is silent. That's the whole point.
So, yep.
But first off, we have a man who needs no introduction because I always cut him off in mind. The human trash can, the king of Broadway, and now the startup known as Philify.
Oh.
Phil Mills, pitch me on your product.
Philify is a real disruptive entity. And what it does is it basically takes the empty storage space that's throughout the Bay Area, and soon we're expanding to other major metropolitan areas as well, and we rent that out to other companies that are running out of storage space. So think of it as Airbnb for your closet. And we've really found a great vertical here. We're seed funding now. We've raised about $12 million. We have 190 employees, and we're in growth mode.
That's That was fantastic. I would give you Series B for bleakness funding on that one. Huh?
Yeah.
I love it.
You guys
Pretty
are
fun.
on.
Pretty fun.
Do they
right
actually
there.
do something, or did you make that up?
Our producer Devin is
Philify?
saying that this does exist and it failed last year.
Wait, the
Not
one
the
I
name
pitched?
of it,
Oh.
but yeah, the concept that you just pitched.
Are you serious?
Wait, was that a real concept? I didn't even understand.
I was making it up.
Yeah.
Airbnb for
can't
your
be a
closet. All right, well, next up, fresh from Cabo, we have the jewel of Jamaica, Mr. Mexico himself, and now the startup known as Maceo.
Maceo.
It's Mason Robinson. Why should we invest?
Here's why.
So far, I'm not filled with confidence.
What about this? I will edit a video for $45,000.
Okay.
That, yep.
Yeah, that's
It's cheaper than VidMob.
Yeah.
nice.
See?
Wow, absolute just shit blasting of the company within the first 5 minutes of the show. I am your host, Joey Avery. My company is I Am Joe Daddy, and it is where you can buy websites with my name in them. So pretty fun Fun thing.
And very useful for your business.
Yes,
Any
exactly.
business needs that.
Now, I do want to put out a call to some of our listeners. If you we're going to, at some point in the next few weeks, open up a little Chubbies mailbag. So if you do have questions that you want answered on the podcast, we are happy to do that. You just go ahead and email, and I'm going to do this, joey@chubbies.com.
Oh,
Yeah.
my
Why?
God.
That's crazy.
What
I
is
don't know. I don't have another
The
one.
Chubbies bag.
And how we feeling, guys? This is daylight savings week. Are you tired?
I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. If you couldn't tell by my company description, my brain is not
No, yeah,
functional.
you weren't on fire there.
Yeah.
That's good. We only have 3 of us on the podcast today, and 2 are admittedly tired and addled of brain.
I
Yeah.
feel
Should've
like,
been good.
here's the thing. I love daylight savings because the idea of it still being light out when I get home from work is fantastic.
See that I'm
I
filled
love
with
that.
exhilaration.
And I love the summertime, the long nights. However, the reality is, those are all in theory. I do like those things, but they have no impact in my life right now. What does have an impact is if you have a child, anyone with like a baby or a toddler would know that daylight savings in both directions really screws everything up, and they wake up too early and they're hard to put to sleep at night.
right,
It's
because
chaos.
their clocks are
They're
tiny.
off. Yeah.
You can't just be like, listen, Jack, have a
You're like,
couple.
listen, we'll
Stay
have a
up-
whiskey.
Stay up an hour.
Yeah.
Have a nightcap.
Hang out, man. Just
Yeah.
chill.
And binge watch The Office.
Yeah.
Nope.
They're like young farmers, really.
Exactly. They
They
have.
love playing with shovels.
They also love their
wake up
routine.
early?
They are routine. It is
Ah.
all routine. You
Yeah.
mess up the routine.
And it's just over.
Oh my God! Like Jack walks the dog with me every morning. If I try and do that without him, it's absolute chaos in the house.
Really?
He'll
So he
lose his
knows. He's
mind.
like, I am going on that
has
walk.
to go. And I'm like, it's insane.
That's awesome.
They're addicted to their routines.
That's kind of fun, though.
It
I
is.
would like having you can put this child on a track, and you're like, yeah, he's
100%.
He
Set it
does.
and
He
forget
does.
it.
He does somersaults at 2:13 every day,
You
and I
could
have
do
no
that.
idea why.
Yeah, you can do stuff like that.
Oh, that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
yeah. Yeah, it's pretty funny. But
Do
it's-
people ever get hamster wheels for the kid, and then they can just run right there?
Oh,
That's-
and like a little water bottle thing.
that
yeah,
sounds
yeah.
awesome.
It squirts
Yeah,
in.
yeah,
Put them
yeah.
on pellets. It's like tan bark, basically. Children are
Yeah.
hamsters if you think about
Pellets.
Let 'em poop
Yeah.
wherever.
yeah. You poop wherever. You get the bottle.
Eat
just
your
comes-
pellets.
Yeah. Just get
You
a
run
cage
around on the
for him.
sawdust.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, your kid's not
There's a
kennel
life
trained.
hack for you.
Sorry. He
Actually, I
has
like
a
that.
routine.
You know
All
what?
these
He would
parents.
absolutely love all of that.
Yeah.
Well, get it done.
I'm doing it.
Yeah. I didn't mean to reinvent the hamster wheel, but
done.
maybe I just did. Huh? Pretty good. I'm excited. I love the extra hour of daylight. I feel like we should always have it.
I agree.
It's great
I
for
didn't
us.
even
I like
know it
outdoor
was
activities.
daylight savings time, but you and I can probably golf after work now.
Yes, that was my
So
first
now
thought.
I'm excited.
And also the other thing that the reason
Surfing after work too.
Yeah, right. So more
That's
afternoon
what's
time
up.
is better. I think
Yeah.
to me the only excuse for not having the more afternoon time is, I mean, some people you got to wake up early, whatever. But I also just I like having some months suck so that this week I'm like, this is exhilarating.
It's the
Like, I
beginning of
left
the
work-
goodness.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
What happened? It moved up an hour?
It's
Mason, do you not
well, you
know what
just
daylight
told
savings
me.
is?
So you know
I
how,
didn't know if it went back or forward.
What
know
do you
I mean?
think happened?
I think
I'm
it went
just curious.
up because it's lighter out.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, cool.
This kid's about to ace his Wonderlick score today.
What is daylight savings?
Plus or
Honestly,
minus?
though.
Oh God! It
Plus?
What is the point of it?
It is. Well,
Are we getting rid of it? Is that happening?
in
California?
California, they voted to. What they did is they voted to make it possible to bring it up on the floor. It was something that they couldn't debate on the floor of the state senate, and we just repealed that. So
couldn't
now
debate it.
they can debate. So technically, they could get rid of daylight savings time and make it always dark an hour earlier. But I think they know
Oh.
that we'd be coming for them with some pitchforks.
Heck
And,
yeah.
and golf clubs and
Yeah.
surfboards.
Golf clubs and surfboards.
The most fun mob ever.
Hey man,
Come on.
Trying to have recreational activities.
I'm gonna hit you with my shred stick.
Yeah. Hey man, shit.
Come on, bro. What the hell?
I imagine
Yeah.
the SoCal guys protesting that
Yeah.
meeting.
That'd be a
Oh
hilarious.
yeah.
hilarious
I'm in.
debate.
I'm in on that. Hey man, not cool.
Come on, dude.
My constituent from the 14th district makes a very cool point. It's not
Good
chill.
chill.
All right, that would make some news. That would be a big week in the news.
All right.
It's Joey's bad monologue. Oh, come on! I haven't even started yet.
Oh,
Oh, boo to you! Give me a chance.
oh, baby. Hey, shit.
Okay, let's go again.
Kick it out.
I was gonna tell a story, and then I was like, you know what? I'll wait. I'm telling the story till later because a man was arrested for choking a driver who wouldn't stop singing Christmas carols. Now that's what I call a silent night.
Oh, wow. Choked them to
I love
death.
the Christmas jokes.
Yikes.
Christmas time, a couple has launched a line of beer for dogs. Because when you sleep all day and piss on the sidewalk anyway, why not? What's the worst that could happen?
Okay, no, I get it. This is what dogs do.
Yeah.
So if they're drunk,
I didn't have a
even
lot of
know.
time this week. None of these are that good. A mother boarded a plane while forgetting her baby at the airport. Police are considering charges. Passengers are considering a Nobel Prize.
okay.
Who
got
wants
it.
those babies on the flight?
Nobody.
That's not part of their routine.
No, it is, and it's it's no fun for me either. All right.
Oh, bump it. Bring it back.
I want to play the whole thing, but yeah, that last one's not even good. I'm not.
Oh, do it.
All right.
Yes.
I love
Come on.
it. Dive in.
More than 750 families are caught in a scandal of cheating to get their kids into college, which is bullshit. If those kids want to succeed, they should cheat to get in themselves.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
That's pretty good.
They're having to have their parents cheat for them.
Right. That's how you know they're
Double
not
whammy.
going to succeed.
Back in my day.
Yeah, we
I
did our
cheated to
own
get in
cheating.
We did our own cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a crazy story. If you could get into a college by having people bribed, which one would you go
Cornell.
Stanford.
to? Okay. Hogwarts.
Hogwarts.
Ever think of that?
I did.
I
Try that.
They just, I don't know, they're not D1.
Your Quidditch team, they had that whole doc about them, so they're big, but they're really not as good as some of the other ones.
No.
Exactly.
What'd you get on your SATs? 9 3/4.
Oh, because the train station.
Devin
Yeah,
likes it.
yeah, Devin gets it. That's
It's
my
a bad SAT score.
Oh, it's the fantasy zone. That's a cool thing, but not as cool as.
It's the millennial
Oh,
zone.
that was a stretch.
What's the fantasy zone?
I just did it.
Is
That whole
that Mike
Hogwarts
Kinlaw over there?
thing I
Turn
just
it
did.
down.
That guy's like 38.
Guys,
Ew.
way too loud.
Who is that?
Turn it.
Oh, I'm worried about that.
Down now.
No.
Oh, yes.
I'm a big March Madness guy.
Are you?
It's madness. Madness.
I like what's cool about it is how it's madness.
Oh, it's
And
absolute
That's
madness.
so fun.
Yeah. Yeah. it is.
Basketball
Everyone's
games.
mad,
Yeah.
And, there's brackets.
And okay, so we did a bracket for Final Four.
Okay, so what we've done here, because I explained it to both of you, and then you're like, yeah, I wasn't listening, okay?
Yeah.
What we have made is an emoji madness bracket. So we've these crazy millennials, they're always up on their phones.
People are making
using-
brackets willy-nilly.
Right. No, I
There's
wasn't
no
gonna-
respect.
No, I wasn't going to go the bracket route. I was
Oh.
going to go the emoji route.
Oh, yeah, well, it's
They're
both.
using all their little pictures and crap.
Yep.
It's both.
So, but there are some I actually do enjoy them, but we've realized we've made 4 main regions for types of emoji used. The double meaning regional, okay, you'll understand that. The fantasy regional, the what is that? The random emoji regional, and the popular regional. So we're gonna go through these and
Whoa.
determine our winners
right now, all the way through.
right now.
Okay, let's start with eggplant versus fart wind.
Eggplant.
Is somebody writing this down? or- All
right.
right, we have one winner, eggplant.
Eggplant. Goat versus the tree. You know what the tree is?
No, I don't.
It's weed, dude.
Oh.
It's
I'm
hella
going
cool.
tree.
I'm going tree too. That's a fun one.
That's funny.
All right,
Marijuana.
banana and the wetness.
Ooh.
I gotta go the wetness.
You gotta
dude.
go the wetness.
Yeah. Come
Okay.
on, that's what we.
The
you
wetness?
Can't have,
I thought it was like a
you
squirt
can't
squirt.
have a banana. You,
Okay, he said wetness. I think it's more of a squirt squirt.
Could be either.
they're the same.
I don't know.
All right, the whale and the peach.
Peach.
All right, I'm going peach as well. All right, so now we have peach and the wetness. I go peach as well. All right, and then
This
we
is obscene.
Yeah, it's gonna be eggplant, peach, banana, wetness. Final 4.
wait, banana's already out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
banana's out, dude.
Get banana.
Cool
back
your
in.
jets.
Yeah.
No, banana lost to the wetness.
That's an outrageous bracket. If you put it over here with what is that, it would dominate.
well, that's
What-
we know what it is.
This is the double entendre.
These are all
have-
double entendres.
Yeah.
These are what the are these?
I mean, you
Right.
could eliminate this whole bracket for all I care.
I don't know. I love the fish flag.
I love
Fish flag's
Mason's
great.
energy. All right, so peach versus the wetness. Peach wins. Eggplant tree. Eggplant. It is eggplant peach. I feel like it's egg. I feel like eggplant is like.
Eggplant's winning.
I feel like eggplant
All
is
right.
the power emoji that exists.
It really is.
Eggplant wins the double meaning regional.
That's right.
How often do you use that emoji?
Constantly.
Constantly.
Yeah.
Who are
Yeah.
you talking to when you're using it mostly?
Mostly.
I get a lot of those from Joey.
Yeah. Local farmers, people in the eggplant trade.
I was gonna say farmers market.
It's a double.
markets.
It's a double meaning. So
Yeah.
some people use it for something that I don't even want to discuss.
What?
I use it because I'm in the eggplant trade.
I thought people used it to talk about vegetables and farmers markets.
Yeah.
Those two.
Those are the two things.
Yes, that's right. All right, let's the fantasy region, unicorn, fairy.
Both of these are terrible.
Yep.
So I say,
Unicorn.
yeah,
All right, that's fun. Magic ball vampire. I like the vamp.
vamp is good.
That's my guy right
Yeah,
there.
he's
dude.
he's my dude.
All right, and
That
then,
guy sucks.
all right, and then we got the trident holder and the alien.
Alien
Yeah,
for
for
sure.
sure.
Alien.
Wizard guy, Santa guy.
I think the Santa.
I go wizard.
All right. Okay.
I like wizard. I use Santa more because it's a seasonal, but I'm gonna go wizard guy.
Okay,
He's
all
so
right, all right,
mysterious.
all right.
Like,
That's
is he a
fine.
farmer?
All right, wizard guy, alien guy.
Alien.
Alien's so usable.
Yeah, sis, if someone's doing something real weird, you can drop an alien on them.
Yep, and then we've got vamp versus uni.
The vampire.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, interesting. Now this is exciting. We have alien versus vampire.
The alien.
Yeah, the alien. All right, alien and eggplant. That's going to be quite an exciting final four.
It is. The alien eggplant. Fortunately, we have a health
I
insurance
both.
policy.
Went to college with a guy who had an alien eggplant. Let me tell you, this thing was otherworldly.
Sounds like you enjoyed yourself.
Too much time.
Hopefully you're following along on your phones with this very visual bit. All right. We'll post a video. We'll figure it out later. All right, the popular regional, we've got party horn and fire.
Fire.
Right?
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Advanced fire.
Eyes versus the, oh, look at that,
Kiss.
versus the kiss, kiss, kiss.
Kiss, kiss.
Oh, you like the kiss,
I
kiss?
send
What
it
about
all
you,
the
Phil?
time.
I don't know. I'm gonna
I
go.
kind of
with
like the
You like the
lookies.
big eyes?
I like the kiss kiss.
All right, kiss, kiss wins. I was going to go look because the look is like, ooh, what is that? Kiss, kiss is usually for, one person.
Or
Or
you
your
know,
several.
friend from college with the eggplant. Now we've got skull versus
What's up, buddy? Haven't talked to you in a while.
Yeah. Missed you, man.
Talking about you on the podcast the other day. Speaking of which,
last UFO spotting I had. All right, we've got the skull and the prayer.
skull.
Wow,
You like
prayer's
that?
good though.
Prayer
Prayer's good,
is-
but skull is.
This is a tough matchup.
I
This-
use the skull whenever
7 and
something's
an 8.
really funny.
That's the toughest one I think that
Yeah.
I've seen so far.
This
Mace, what are you going with?
I would go with the prayer hands.
Oh, so it comes down to me, and I'm gonna go with the skull. I use the prayer hands more, but the skull I'm usually so exalted. It's just I'm excited. All right, poop versus 100.
Ooh, also tough.
That's a tough one.
100 would have cruised to victory about a year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure, but poop is kind of a steady champion.
Poop is a never quits.
I'll go with
poop.
that poop, yeah.
Fits
I
with
love
our
that they have a
podcast.
poop emoji to begin with.
Yeah.
And it's smiling.
It's got
It's very
eyeballs.
odd. Why is the poop frowning?
Poop
Is
versus
it supposed to be ice cream?
No, it's
It's
definitely
supposed to be
poop.
poop.
No, no, if you use like the the bracketing it says poop. All right, poop versus skull.
Poop.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, prayer hands got upset already. Get Skull out of here.
All right, poop.
Poop is gonna make
kiss
the final.
versus fire.
Fire.
All right,
I think.
I'm with
Yeah,
it.
yeah, fire for sure.
So
We're gonna have flaming poop here.
so we have
That's a showdown.
fire versus poop, a showdown that I experienced earlier this week.
That combo might hurt him.
Wowza! Out of a men's room, fire versus poop. And I'll tell you, nobody won.
I feel like I'm going fire on this
Yeah.
one.
You're crazy. You are absolutely insane.
Fire's great.
Fire's great, but poop, man.
Yeah.
Poop. Poop.
Poop.
You're going poop?
I mean,
Mace, what are you going?
I have to go fire.
All right.
I think you're both
I
insane.
love fire.
Fire takes it.
I use fire more, but when you need poop and it's there,
Yeah, what is the criteria? Just genuine.
It's
what do you
it's a
like?
vibe
Enthusiasm.
It's a vibe.
It's a vibe thing.
That's fire
All right,
for me.
so we've got now. This one is going to require some help. So this first one is, if you look at it colloquially, it's lock with ink pen, and it's going up against fish cake.
Oh, that's a fish cake?
I was wondering what that thing was.
I thought it was like a pink tornado swirl.
I kind of like fish cake in
Me
this
too.
one.
I do too. I think that's a
Because the
very
lock
useful
with
emoji.
pen is inexplicable.
I don't
No.
think anyone has
no
ever
use for
clicked
that.
on it.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Why do they include the ones that people don't use?
What would that mean?
All right,
These
next.
pens are locked.
Yeah, I have literally no idea. That is like the Office Max of emojis.
Also,
It shouldn't
why?
exist?
Give me a scenario where you would genuinely use fish cake.
What do you want for dinner tonight?
Fish cake, a pink fish cake,
What do you want for dessert / dinner?
fish cake, ice cream fish cake.
All right. Next up, we have a trackball
Oh, I thought that was a blue
Versus-
button.
versus a wind chime.
I like
I'd
the
not-
button interpretation.
I like it too. Trackball wins. All right, and
What's
then
a trackball?
it's like,
It's
like
like
the
back
bottom
in
of
the
a mouse?
day,
Yeah.
you would roll it around.
You turned your mouse upside down. That's what you'd see.
I know, you would often need that.
It also looks like
Most
a
insane.
air hockey paddle.
that is my now favorite use of this. All right,
You want to play some air hockey?
hell yeah, dude.
Send people a trackpad?
All right, next up
Or
we
the
have the little steaming thing, which is technically known as hot springs,
Oh.
and it's going up against what is known as
Sonic.
name badge.
It looks like Sonic Fire
It looks
Yeah.
like Sonic the Hedgehog is red
with
and
anger.
he is
And he's
mouth.
also-
I'm kind
also,
of
like,
leaning
from the
towards hot
future.
springs
I think-
because you could use it. Maybe you run a small coffee company.
Yeah.
You might need to use that.
I'm voting for Knuckles from the future. That's
oh,
what that looks like.
that's kind of fun.
It's true. It looks like knuckle dusters.
I'm down. All right, that's a fun interpretation. I'm
Yeah.
gonna give the win to that.
If you're gonna start swinging on someone, you want them to know.
Now this.
Just send them the knuckle
yeah.
dusters. They'll get it.
Now Grant made this one, and I'm kind of upset that he put them off together in the first round because this is Fish Flag, which has a very an important
storied history.
storied history on this podcast, but it's going up against my favorite one from the region, which is known as, and I'm not kidding, man in business suit levitating.
That is
Damn.
not what that's called.
That's what it's called.
Levitating.
no
Yes,
way.
the actual like code word for it is man in business suit levitating.
Can you give me a scenario in which you would use that?
Hey, that man in the business suit is levitating.
Instead of saying that whole
You know what
sentence.
happens? That is when a member of a person who listens to this, the top business podcast of all time, wearing a suit like you do, listens to
Yeah.
Tom's meditation zone, man in business suit levitating.
But who you're sending to someone to tell them what you're currently doing?
I'm always like, let's party, and then I send that guy.
There you go.
I think we're going to see a huge upset here because I'm voting for man in business.
Wow.
No, well,
Fish flag.
So here's the thing: is traditionally I would have gone with Fish Flag because I love Fish Flag.
Right.
And I like to send it to people when they send me something that I really can't. I don't care to respond, or I'm not interested in responding, or I don't have any time to respond. I'll just send back the Fish Flag.
Right.
Very confusing for them, funny for me.
Right.
But I've been doing that for a long time now, so I'm ready to move on to man in
Wow.
business suit.
Look at that.
levitating.
Unanimous.
Yeah.
That's
It's
got to
like
be
a
a
16
favorite.
versus
That's
a
got to
1.
be a favorite in the region.
I honestly, it's the description. That honest description
That's
of
what
it
sells
is
it.
absolutely
Yeah.
insane.
I'm a
Fish
bit-
Flag also makes
Yeah.
no sense whatsoever.
Well, back to fish. We have fish cake versus trackball.
Fish cake.
All right. You with that, Mason?
Sure.
And
Stay
then
with me.
We have
Knuckle dusters.
Knuckle Duster versus Man in Business Suit Levitating. I'm
Fucking-
going with Man in Business Suit.
Absolutely.
Yep. And then
Yeah.
now we have Man in Business Suit Levitating versus Fish Cake. It's got to be Man
Yeah,
in
I mean,
Business
you
Suit,
know, you're
without a doubt.
nuts.
So that's our winner, which means we are down to the final four. We have Eggplant,
bum.
Alien, Fire, and Man in Business Suit Levitating. Let's start off Eggplant versus Alien.
Eggplant, right?
Eggplant.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah.
All right, the plant and Man in Business Suit versus Fire. I'm going
Ooh.
MIB, dude.
Yeah,
It's the
I am
greatest.
too.
It is my new favorite emoji.
Yeah, I'm
This
going-
says, I have discovered something today.
Man in Business Suit versus Eggplant.
Oh.
I'm going man in
I know.
business suit levitating.
I
I
agree.
love his hair.
He's got a big hairdo. He looks like Javier Bardem in No Country for Old Men.
I love everything about this emoji.
He wins.
This is the man in business suit levitating. That's a 16 seed winning the bracket for the
Wow.
first time in league history.
I am shocked because if going into this, I never would have thought.
didn't
I
even-
would have
I didn't
picked
even
poop
look at
or
him.
fire.
That's
like,
why it's madness.
Yeah, you're right. March is
That was
madness.
good.
Absolute madness.
Best emoji of 2019.
That was an exciting, came out of nowhere surprise, much like. It's a secret segment.
Well, it's not anymore. You just told people.
What?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a secret.
Just go with it.
Just start the segment.
All right.
Wait,
That's the other one. We made both of those, but we went with the creepy one for the longest
I
time.
like that one a lot.
And I was like, let's try this one.
It
Yeah.
doesn't make your skin crawl.
I know the T he and the other one is.
Yeah, I don't know who did that, but they're a creep.
This is not much of a segment, but I wanted to take some time because there were a lot of accusations and allegations hurtled my direction on the last podcast that I just want to take some time to address. So I'm just going to play this into the microphone.
Hey, so this is Hannah Shoebloom, proud girlfriend of Mason Robinson, just putting on record that Mason and I have had sex at minimum 1,000 times, which is awesome, at birth control. Also, I would really, really care if he died. Thanks.
Let's go.
There you go.
I mean,
Let's go. I
There.
love that. Let's go.
Under
Hannah.
duress, people will say
Let's
the
go.
strangest things.
Let's go. Thank you, Hannah,
Yeah.
for defending.
My honor.
Yeah, that
Well-
was very nice.
Yeah.
And almost believably delivered, which I thought is pretty amazing.
That
if you
was
think
take
about it.
42.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Say,
She's like tens of. Say thousands.
Okay.
I said thousands.
but you got to make it believable.
Can you make it sound like you enjoyed it at least?
That was fantastic. I'm very. Shout out to Hannah Shoebloom
Nice-
for that
ni-
lovely
nicely
segment.
done.
Huh? All right, now we have our first ever. What would you say you do here?
Ah.
Ooh.
Yes, this is.
I deal with the customers. I already told you.
This is a segment where we are going to take popular startup names from around the startup world, and we're going to have you guess what they do. Now, an extra wrinkle before we hop into that, I have prepared 4 names of startups, and you are going to tell me which
funny.
one I made up. 3 are true, 1 is fake. Phil, you're going to guess off the bat.
I would I'd also just like to say, if you're listening and you work for one of these companies, no offense. Or offense.
Yeah, of course. All right, so 1, layer. 2, pick round. 3,
Boy.
Hello Scout. And 4, Nerks.
Oh my God. I feel like you made up Nerks, but I think you didn't.
Right.
I think that I'm gonna go with
I don't know.
pick round. You made up.
I think Hello Scout is fake.
All right. And Phil is correct.
Wow.
Pick
Nerks?
round. I made up.
Pick round. Pick round.
But if pick round was real, it would be a cross-platform photo syncing technology.
Sweet. I'd throw a couple mil at that.
Yeah. All right. So now let's.
Do you guys
start-
have a ping pong table?
Oh yeah, we got 7.
What
In
about
fact,
napping
that's what we
pods?
do. Yeah, we have napping pods.
Do you have an Odwalla stocked refrigerator?
Yes.
Beers on tap?
Yeah, we have naked juice as well.
Okay,
Can I
sweet.
skateboard through the hallways?
Yep.
Do you have Razor scooters to go from conference room to conference room?
Yeah, I actually had that at when I worked at a tech company. I would mob around on a razor, and it was sick. It was so cool. They
Are
were
man
like,
buns mandatory?
yes.
What about like
man bundatory?
big full beards?
Definitely. Yeah.
Man
For
bundatory.
marketing. Yeah.
Man bundatory.
You're only allowed to work on our marketing team if you're also a barista.
You have to have at least 12 tattoos.
Our the
Visible.
beans in our beanbag chair are fair trade.
Fair
Single
trade
origin.
beanbag chair. This is great.
Oh, all right. Well, let's take some guesses. What do you think Nerks does?
Nerks! Damn it.
You doing Who's doing Nerks, Mace or me?
Yeah, we'll have Mace do it because he seems flummoxed.
I hate it. Nerks probably provides a Nerf gun to
Oh.
kids in need with every sale of a URL.
kind of
surprisingly close.
Yeah, that's fun. No, NERCS is they're creating a future where healthcare is easily accessible and affordable to everyone. It is a platform for doctors to give patients care at lower costs.
Healthcare.
Yep.
Dang
So it's
it.
like Nurse X, I guess, NERCS, but
Nope.
the name is just
I don't like it.
hilarious.
I would thought it was spelled NURCK.
I wonder if it's
NER.
NERX, but they don't capitalize the X, so it just reads as
NERCS.
NERCS. All right,
NERCS.
Phil. Hello, Scout.
Yeah. Hello Scout is actually kind of a big company now. They've grown a lot. They have an office here in San Francisco. They have an office in Beijing. They have an office in London, an office in New York, satellite office in Denver. But they're pretty huge. They've been disrupting a lot of markets. They've been making a lot of big footprint. They've gone green.
Yep.
They're hiring a lot of positions now. They're expanding.
Not let into the product yet.
wait.
Right.
I think
you gotta lay the groundwork.
I thought I already made that clear. Did I not?
Oh, yeah.
I think I already said that, but I'm just trying to tell you.
Right
about-
before satellite office in Denver.
Yeah, exactly. So, but they're doing pretty well. They're not profitable, obviously. It's a freemium model, so most of it's going to be free. You can, of course, upgrade to premium.
Yep.
Hello Scout, which is $10.99 a month, but it's worth it because you get unlimited access. So,
To the platform which does what?
what?
Okay. No, I get it now.
What did you say?
I couldn't hear you.
All right, well done. I can't disprove any of that. And what Hello Scout is, it's local concierges
Yeah.
a text away.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why.
That explains the satellite office in Denver.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
So internationally,
have
they're
to have
going
a
to be,
couple of those.
and they chose those cities because people there's a lot of business travel and they get
Right.
high volumes there.
That's right.
It's a membership model at first. You
starts
enter
out
it as a
freemium.
subscription, and then
All right, well,
100%.
Mason, tell
I used to
us-
work for them.
Well, actually, either one of you who wants to take a stab at what
Well, tell us
layer
who's closer.
at their guess.
Oh, are we both guessing layer?
Well,
no, he means who was closer, my description of NERCS or Phil's description, which wasn't a
how would
description
I
of anything.
compare those two things? All you did was pussyfoot around the topic.
You didn't register a guess,
Yeah,
so
you
by
didn't.
default you have lost.
Wait.
Yeah,
Man, you guys weren't listening. I think I
Right.
did pretty well.
right. Let's do layer.
Layer.
Phil, why don't you tell us about Layer's business model, and then Mason can tell us what they do.
Sure.
Layer is the leading platform to provide UX technology to businesses' websites and allowing multiple iterations to run simultaneously, layered on top of each other, to give you the optimal experience.
And that experience is it's an app, of course. And
Yeah.
what it does is it tells you where the closest public restroom is,
Oh,
where you don't have to buy anything to use it, and
Correct.
and the toilet hasn't been flushed.
Plus, if you upgrade,
Hence layer.
and if you upgrade, it will tell you what's
so it's eco-friendly.
You go in there, you layer up,
Yeah.
and it's good for the environment.
Yeah.
And you, of course, don't flush, and then the
Everything
app
gets
knows.
to mellow.
What they've tapped into, though, is that they'll tell you, but they'll data mine, and they'll tell you what celebrities have used that public restroom.
before it's been flushed, and then once
Yeah.
it is flushed,
So
of
you
course
could
it all
Get in
resets.
there, choose with Kevin Hart.
Hey, great work. Great work, everybody. Great work with that.
I don't know how any of
That
that
was a layered joke for sure. And much as you guys said, it is a full stack cloud communication service,
Yeah.
which allows
Full
you to
stack.
have messaging,
stack.
voice, and video all a
stack.
part of your
Yeah, so you
communication
can see it
experience.
before you get in there.
The other
you can
stuff
hear
is
it.
part of it
Right.
as well, but it's it's layered.
And if you want to know where you can double decker, then you just pay a little bit more.
That's right. And you know what would help you rise to the top at any one of these companies would be our Work Speak Translator. which Mason has prepared, which is what is because we know we give you guys really valuable business advice always, and a lot of time it's stocks, what tie to wear with your shoes, how to commute better.
We'll do financial advice.
Yep, and
we'll do
a rundown of all the
management.
Thomson Reuters top picks.
People management and business management.
Yep.
We'll do team building.
So that's today. We're kind of focused on how
Email
do you
writing. Yeah.
do your stuff.
We're going to talk about email writing,
Inter-office exchanges.
how to write a good email. Yeah. And what you're actually saying.
How
when
to
you do
talk
write
to your coworkers.
a good email.
And subordinates.
That's right.
The first one that I like the most is per my last email, which of course means, bitch, can't you read?
That is correct.
Right.
That is indeed what that means.
We all know what
per
that
my last email, you put a little bit of stank on
That
it.
is that is a little stank.
Yeah.
It's a little ooh. You get that in your inbox, you're like,
Ah.
I love sending that though.
Oh, sending
I
it is
love
great.
sending
It is passive aggressive. Another good one, to reiterate, which we all know means this is the absolute last time I'm saying this.
Yeah.
Right?
I have said it.
Just to reiterate here, no, we will not be using your service.
Yep.
Yeah, you could double up. To re-idiot.
Listen, re-idiot.
Per my last email.
Damn it.
To reiterate.
There it is.
Wow, this is the snarkiest email I've ever read.
Yeah, we should actually get an email with all of these in there. Moving forward, which means don't try me again.
Yep.
I've copied. So if I were to say I've CC'd Phil, it's let me see you lie your way out of this, bitch. And then the ultimate sign-off, kind regards, which just means you.
Could you put all those together for me in one email?
Per my last email, to reiterate.
Wow, Mason.
I'm tired.
Reiterate is a hard word.
Yeah.
In his defense.
Moving forward, I've copied Phil, kind regards, which would mean, in case you can't read, this is the last time I'm saying this, so don't try me again. Let's see you lie your way out of this. You.
So that's coming out hot.
That's a nice sassy email. That's very good.
This one's good. Let me clarify. You completely misunderstood my last message, you idiot.
Let me clarify,
Hope
moron.
This helps is funny. Hope this helps would mean just stop bothering me.
I love that.
All right, real quick, and we're going to do our sports time with non-fans. But before we do, we are going to do a quick Down With It segment. And today, much like the last time, okay, now Grant didn't like this one, but he's not there today. He's sick today. So today's topic for Are You Down With It is the sickness. Mason, are you down with it?
Yes.
Phil?
I'm not.
I am.
Granted.
All right! God, that is my favorite segment
That's
ever.
one for you, Grant.
Yeah.
It's really good. Does Grant not like that segment?
He hates it.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Sports time with non-fans. Oh, sports.
Oh, baby! Today we're doing sports time with non-fans. It is, for people who don't know or don't care, there's a thing called the NFL Combine, where a bunch of players go out and they run sprints and they lift weights and everyone gets
I
to
thought
see
that was a
how
piece of
athletic
farming
they
equipment.
are. That's a
They do it on the farming equipment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
They
that's
run, they
Yes.
jump,
Yeah.
over the
Crops.
Yes. I made a mistake once. I used the word concubine instead of combine.
Oh, my God. You know what?
On a podcast, and someone tweeted me the two definitions, and I just sat and looked at my phone for a long period of time.
So when my cousin was at Northeastern, they were doing this they do this work study thing where you spend part of your college experience working for a company or whatever, and he somehow mistook colleague for concubine.
No
Oh,
way.
no.
Yeah, so he said that in an email to someone. He's like, I'll introduce you to my concubine here.
Dear.
And the
then-
woman was like, you don't know what that means, do you? And he was like, oh, a coworker.
Yes.
nope.
And that is why words are important.
Yes.
To re-idiot.
So what we are going, so in the combine, in addition to seeing how athletic people are, they also ask a series of very weird questions, and they also make them take something called the Wonderlick test, which we are all going to take and see who gets the best score. But before we do that, some of the weirdest questions that came out of this year's, they had a staring contest.
No way.
They asked one of the players if he had both of his testicles.
Wait,
Yep.
on the Wonderlick or just in
No,
general?
just they sit down with teams, they meet with teams, and the teams only have a short period of time, and so they ask them weird
I love
questions.
to imagine a guy going, A couple questions here, pretty boilerplate.
Yeah.
Where were you born? Do you have both your testicles? Good. Stare at me.
They've asked, do you find your mother attractive? Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Stare
It's a
at
smoke
me.
shell.
Stare at me.
Are you kidding me?
You have eyes?
Have you met her?
Another one of my favorites is, would you share your internet search history with us?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, and
I got some insights for you.
yeah, and what kind of fish are you?
And how do people find out that these questions were asked?
Because the players will, like some of the players, when
talk-
they're getting interviewed, they'll say, what was the weirdest question that you got? And they'll usually not say the team, but they'll say, yeah,
Yeah.
they asked me this. Or if they think, like, if they know that in the draft order there's no way they end up with this team, I
Yeah.
assume they're just like,
Throw 'em
that
under the
guy
bus."
just asked me if I had both my balls. I'm going to go ahead and tweet that out. You freaking creep.
that is very
Do you have your nuts
strange.
and do you find your mother attractive? These are all pretty standard football questions.
These are connected.
Yeah.
All right. So we are now going to take a sample Wonderlick test. We're going to do it live. We'll cut out some of the time because it should take us about 3.5 minutes. Do you have your stuff ready to take the test?
I have a phone.
Yeah, find it.
Does that work?
Yep, should work. All right. Okay. So
Okay.
we have completed the Wonderlick test. The results are in.
Spoiler,
First of
I'm a
all,
genius.
So there's 15 questions on this sample one that we did. It's a short one. I only got through 9.
Yeah, I got through 8.
You got through 8.
Something like that.
Okay. What were your scores? How many did you get right?
4.
You got 4. Phil.
4.
I got 7.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty good.
Done.
It puts me in the 62nd percentile.
I was in the
pretty-
16th.
So
Me
I
too.
don't think 16th.
Yeah.
So you would be bad NFL quarterbacks. But
Yeah,
you know
but-
what? You're still elite podcasters.
I was going to say, but I could answer those other questions very easily. You want to see
Did we
my
have the
internet
sa-
history?
Did we have the same question?
I don't know. I don't
Did
know.
you have one where it said an identical 3-letter word added
No.
onto the front of these 6 other
Didn't have
words?
that.
That was the
took me
last
like a
one
minute.
that I got caught up on the whatever. People haven't taken this, but take it. It turns out that we're all very stupid, but we're very business savvy, and that's what really matters.
100%. I
Yeah.
mean, we can run a business. I think we've proven that.
It's just funny because that kind of stuff has nothing to do with football. They're like trying to see how smart you are and how fast you can how fast you can think, which is not very fast for me. But it's
So that's just quarterbacks.
I believe that they just do that for
What is
quarterbacks
the
because they're trying to see how they
implication
can they're trying to see okay, well, you can read a defense. Well, if this linebacker's standing here, that means that you would want to hot route this receiver.
Hot
They're
route.
trying to see how you do that kind of stuff.
Are other positions offended? Is the kicker like, what the hell? Or the linebacker?
I
Like,
don't
come
think
on,
the
man.
kicker's even invited. The kicker doesn't get to go to the combine.
Hey,
They just-
fellas.
They go,
Wow.
yeah. They bring him up, and they have a doctor tap his knee with that little hammer and see if his knee kicks out. They're
you're
like,
in.
this guy's a goddamn natural.
Get him on the combine.
I mean, I feel, maybe I'm being a little self-righteous, but I feel a little offended for all other positions.
You should.
Yeah,
They're
I
not
do
even
too.
worth testing.
No.
You,
Yeah.
you can be just dumb as a brick and be a
Center.
defensive tackle. That's
Yeah,
what
which is
they're-
absolutely rude.
Yeah, come on, NFL.
So how about
It's
that,
2019.
NFL? Yeah, that's right. Enough of this
with it.
positional crap.
I think that's the biggest scandal right now.
Yeah.
That's the NFL. That's what we should be talking about.
that
slap
is
in
the
the
biggest
face.
scandal, which would make it a big scandal because the NFL's good at those.
It is. Forget
wait, no, I think they
concussions.
have. I think that they have people do it at different positions potentially. I'm not sure.
Wide receiver.
No, it looks like mostly.
Maybe what they do
Oh,
is
they have some wide receiver guys do it as well.
Okay.
Oh my God, the highest score ever gotten was by a punter.
I believe it.
Okay, so they do have people do it. There
There's
you
a
go.
long snapper who went to Harvard. I forget that guy's name.
Yeah, but does that mean that he knows the average of the integers between 17 and 55?
That's what they
No.
lead off Harvard.
That was
with.
one of your questions?
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know,
Yeah.
25.
I forgot that feeling of taking a test where you're just like, why are you doing this to me? There's a clock at the top. We had 3 minutes. I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
One was like word art for me. There were just letters all over the page.
Oh, that sounds fun. I
Said,
wish
what
I got
word
that
is
one.
this? I was like, brasserie.
Was it correct?
Oh. I think that's Brazilian. What do they speak in Brazil? Portuguese.
Yeah.
I don't
so
think
close.
brasserie is a
Yeah, brasserie.
word.
You thought that was
Brasserie, the
language
capital of Brazil.
Well, we have imparted a very little bit of knowledge on this particular show.
The The
Do we have
podcast
any
of geniuses.
final things? Now, I think we've actually done a lot of business talk, so I don't actually think that we need to cover that at the end on this one.
I think
but,
people, based on what we've talked about today, I think you know all you need to know about business.
But the thing that I would like to emphasize is what you should really look at when you're considering a compact car.
Please.
A good car. Like,
I
you know,
don't-
I just think that
No.
What do you think?
the
What do you wanna-
Yaris
what
is
do
a
you wanna
really
check
nice
out?
If
car.
the
you wanna
Yaris
talk
was a
about
nice car,
fuel
then
economy, no,
80% of
it's got
get-arounds
great
wouldn't be
It's got
Yaris's.
great cup
What are
holders.
you trying to say about
it has good
get-around now?
vibrations.
I'm not trying to say anything
A
about
Yaris
get-around.
is
I'm
a
trying to
great
say something
car.
about the Yaris.
Get around is a
Yaris
great way to get around.
It's not
It's
a
a
good
good way
car.
to get around.
It is
Get
the
around.
cheapest automobile.
It is the best automobile.
I'm pretty confident
It's a
that
great
With there's a business.
Flip the bottom of the car.
If you can't get out of the parking, get a Yaris or rival, right? Series
If you're in a car, that's true. You can save business. Light, short,
freeze around, because that business is not going to fail.
No cup holders.
Any business built on Yaris
I don't need this shit.
They're a human cup holder.